The FRG-7 isn't the most portable of receivers, hence my use of this case to cart it along. I'm going to a spot a bit away from my home, in a park where there's much less noise, and I'll be able to hear many more signals than when I'm at home. It's early evening, just before 7 PM, still light, about 90 minutes or so to go before dark, so there'll still be some signals possibly on the higher HF bands. I'll start off there and then go down lower and lower, and with any luck we'll hear some signals down in the lower HF bands as well. Antenna, just using about 20 metres of wire and fed. Here's the battery. The FRG-7 fortunately runs off 12 volts, and there's the power connection there. Antenna connections just down here. Antenna up, now ready to go. That's a good start, hearing some CW already. This is starting at 29. Note the lock LED, you want it to be off. Not sure if you can read the dial, but that's 29.3. Ah, here's a signal. I think it's FM. I've just moved it to AM, and hopefully we can slope detect it. I don't know if you identified that, but that was a BH7 station calling CQ on 29.6 meg FM. And I'll just give you a shot of the antenna. That's the 9 metre squid pole, and then I've just got the wire tied to that net in the background. Anyway, that was 29.6. Let's see if there are other signals. Yes, 29.63 or 64. Probably a 10 metre repeater output. Now we're up to 29.7. Just tune a bit above that, just in case there's other signals. That's 30 megahertz. There's our CQ station again, 29.6. Well, that was quite clear, 29.6.
Hello, CQ. This is the Bravo Hotel 7. Juliet, Papa Victor, Hotel 7. Juliet, Papa Victor, 46 standing by.
So there was that little bit on 29. Let's go down a step to 28. We're on upper sideband. I think that was PA3 station there on CW, Netherlands. There's an I station there, Italy. So this is just the bottom 50 kilohertz of 10 meters. And quite a bit of CW activity. We'll go a bit higher. Here's FT8. Now around here, 28.2, there are various beacons. In fact, there'll be beacons all the way up to 28.3. Beacon there. VK8 VF. Darwin. So not quite as many, not as many beacons as I expected. We'll go up the SSB part of the band. .4. There's some AM. Like a dog pile there. SV, that's Greece.
там узбеки какие-то там комплектуют. Я, ну, мне похрен, кто там собирает. Татары, узбеки тут.
Мне все равно. Вот, тут они тоже. For personal call sign, Sugar Charlie Mike Whiskey. So a beautiful copy indeed. Thanks much indeed, Marvin. Thanks indeed, Camille. I really appreciate your call. Enjoy your stay over there. Enjoy your activity on the car station. And of course, looking forward to catch you again farther down the line. 73 in Charlie here from Central Italy. Marvin, 73 Camille. 7 Sugar Alpha Radio Alpha from Italy, Kilo 5 Sugar Radio Foxtrot.
Alright, some excellent signals from Italy.
Victor Kilo 6 Kilo Sierra Juliet.
Thank you.
Good luck. India 53, India Bravo Kilo, India W3, India.
Well, quite a few stations there.
Place. But if you have a vertical, everybody will reach you and will find you, Roger.
Yeah. 28.55. Up here it will get a bit quieter. $28.8, 28.9, 29. Let's go down. Now this will be exciting for some people. Let's go down to 27. Right now on 27 meg. $27.1. $27's a bit quieter than I expected. Around 27.355.
Don't drink too much metho, mate. You want to give it up before it kills you. Yeah. I just did that on purpose. Cause yeah. You should give up metho, mate, because it's killing you, mate. Tell a story, you're a metho drinker.
not a lot on 27. It will go up above the official CB band. Some Pirates there up just below 27.5.
Carissimo, ben arrivato qua a Padova, saluti!
Du coup, sur le bus MHz
Trois éléments là de chez Smartech, hein, donc en direction du Pacifique là. Ok, Fabien, attends.
Now this, just below 28, it's a marine band. I don't know if there's much use made of it these days. Now we'll go down to 26. I don't think we'll hear much down at 26 megahertz. Might be a few CB Pirates. Used to be a shortwave broadcast band above 26, but I don't think there's much use made of it anymore. Bit of activity there. Here is 25 megahertz. Possibility of WWV, but not hearing anything there. Our 25 megahertz region's pretty much the garbage heap of the HF section. I don't think anyone uses really 25 to 26. Broadcasters don't. I think it's too unreliable for HF communication. Yeah, almost nothing between 25 and 26. Probably the most inactive part of the HF spectrum. So we'll keep going, 24 to 25. Well, there's an amateur band at the top end of that, 12 metres. You might hear a little bit there. So now we're at 24 megahertz. So now we're at 24 megahertz. Oh, there's some SSB. 24.21. Now we're at 24.5. Now we're coming up to the 12 metre amateur band. It starts at 24.89. Well, there was some strong CW there. JK1, so Japan. A couple of signals there. The FRG-7's dial, it's a general coverage receiver, so that is just 10 kilohertz. So not as accurate as digital dials you see on modern receivers. But you can get an idea within 4 or 5 kilohertz. ZL. Just finishing on CW. So just that segment from about here, 24.89 to about 24.93 or 92. CW people do use it. This is ZL again. So 24 megahertz wide open. There's FT8. Up here. SSB.
C'est très très intelligent. Bon, c'est vrai que les mecs qui font ça s'en servent pas.
There's 25. So that was 24. Now we'll drop down to 23 to 24. I think this is another fairly boring part of the spectrum, but you never know. Now, there's no broadcast bands in this segment, no amateur bands. I think it's probably too high for shipping, but there's some commercial activity or something there. 23.2. .5. Very strong signal there, 23.7. .9, 24. Some SSB here. This is 22 megahertz. From now on down, we'll get more signals. I don't think 22 to 23 is used for very much. 22.2. .45. I promise you this will get more interesting as we go down lower. It's 23, so it will go down. We're now down at 21 megahertz. 15 metre amateur band, and a bit above it is a broadcast band. And I promise there'll be signals there. I think it's a European station. YC2, I think, Indonesia. This is just the bottom 10 kilohertz of 15 metre amateur band. There's a JA station. Now, I should mention it's the Saturday afternoon. I don't think there's a major contest. HJ, I think. So, FT8 is more. 21.1, 21.14. Now we enter the SSB segment.
Okay, good morning, Paco.
Echo Alpha, that's Spain.
Quebec number 2. Japón, Quito número 2. Italia, Quito Whiskey. Good morning, Paco. Muchas gracias. Su señor, mucho fuerte. 59, beaming over the long pass. Mi nombre, Los. Romania Oriente, Serambia. Romania Oriente, Serambia. Echo Alpha 5, Guatemala. Japón, Quito 2. Italia, Quito Whiskey. Adelante, cambio. Roger, siendo paciente.
Kilo Victoria Alpha. Kilo Victor Alpha. Zulu Lima 1. Zulu Lima 1. Victor Alpha. Zulu Alpha. We report for you in the last station. Back to you, VK4 Delta Lima 1 radio.
Germany. And we're here in Queensland. There's some CW right at the top end of 15 metres. Now up here, we'll flick to AM.
查自己应得的工资是否妥当。
剧中，张小媛在当地人生
Now we're
地
in
不熟，
the 13
条
metre
件下又
broadcast band. How's that SSB?
则去说。
No.
Le racisme, notamment, en 1976, mais malgré tout, eh bien, le football continue.
Et ce qui va
Ketika kita mengadakan korelasi atau menggabungkan antara kedua hadis,
王静分析，张小媛在确保自身安全的情况下。
Now we're up to nearly 22. So that was 15 metres, 21 megahertz. Quite an interesting band. As for the time, just before 8 PM. And still pretty light. Now we'll drop down to 20 megahertz. Not hearing WWV. Don't think there'll be much between 20 and 21, but it will be open to somewhere. $20.045. Sending Morse. Not sure what all this is, but this is around 20.8. Oh, I think it's radar. Now this is 19 megahertz. I don't think there'll be much between 19 and 20. There's no amateur bands, no shortwave broadcast bands. .6 there. 19.7 just below there. More radar. This might be what aliens sound like. 18 will be another quite interesting band, I think. There's always this around here, around 1805 and 1860. Now we've got the 17 metre amateur band, now about 18.070. It should be open to Europe at this time. FT8. OM, somewhere in Europe. Quite a strong signal, as you can see on the meter.
Someone who's prepared to get excited about and hungry for knowledge, it can lead you down some really exciting career paths. And yeah, most amateur radio operators you meet are quite interesting people. A lot of them have backgrounds in telecommunications and science in general, so most of them are chasing knowledge and thirsty for information are quite interesting people to talk to. And it's good to visit some of the QRZ pages as well, just to get an idea of what lengths people are prepared to go to invest in the hobby, because it's not like you're going to play for a sporting club and you turn up with a football and 12 of your mates and find a park somewhere you can hire, or a basketball court. It's a private radio station, and it's funded by the individual, and there's all sorts of hurdles and hoops you've got to jump over to make it all. Some of the stations are just absolutely put me in awe, honestly, mate. From what I see on there, it's absolutely amazing. And like you said, it's overlapping now into the digital world. Like I said earlier, it's not really something I want to do with the hobby just yet. I typically try to steer away from the computers as I'm stuck on them at work the majority of my shifts. So it's good to get back and keep things somewhat organic from my angle, at least at the moment. You could find me some days on some antiquated old levels. 53 QRZ. Radio Charlie 59. 5 QRZ. I'm self-employed and run a couple of companies I started and ran, and so it's just alive as around at the right time. Just purely, I think, lucky in that respect. But certainly, I can understand your approach to it, which is admirable, and to me, it's as much the friendships you make and.
Now we're just above the 18 MHz amateur band. There's some other SSB. .6. .9. I think there might be a few broadcast stations up here. Now we're starting at 17 megahertz. And at this time of day, this band will be very open to a lot of places. 17.15. I think it's a bit away from the shortwave broadcast band. There's a couple of stations there. Most of the shortwave activity is a bit higher up, around 17.6. We're about 17.4 right now. $17.45.
Liaoning province and Zhuhai in Guangdong province. So again, you get to see that not many capital cities, by saying capital cities, I mean provincial capital cities, are on the list. And that is, and also a lot of metropolitans that we're very familiar with. Beijing,
that's 20 over 9.
Shenzhen, Guangzhou, these
Probably
major
China.
megacities are also not on the list, meaning that they didn't make it to the top 10. Right, but also just to, defend the provincial capitals a little bit, about half of those who made it, there's a...
在下半年以来啊，全省41个行业大类增长。
Town cities, they've made it to this particular list, and that's also one thing I find to be particularly fascinating. Why we want to talk about this one. 国家统计局1月14号公布数据显示，初步核算，2023年全年国内生产。 Hi. For a second, I'm like, I'm the teacher, but I'm not. We're all equals on the show. So, what's your quick thought at first glance? And you're kind of new to China.
Very new.
You've.
是一种氧气，它的积累水管氧。
Yeah. Only arrived in the 1st of August.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what is your assessment once listening to? I suppose some of these are pretty new names of cities to you.
得到了很好的落实。
Sebagai perusahaan mobil Tiongkok yang paling terpandang di luar negeri.
But I think the fact that a lot of highly developed capitals are off the list, maybe that's also an indicator of what people deem to, be happiness. So maybe it's the cities where they have like.
Ils ne sortent plus, ils vont même jusqu'à manquer de nourriture.
So that was 17 to 18 megahertz. Very active, a lot of stations, very lively. There's a broadcast station there.
当然，更重要的是对，安徽阜阳的官方回应说将会引导。攀比现象，我们来听总台记者周冕强烈的报道。近日，有安徽阜阳市民在网上。
Shortwave stations just above 16. Just above 16.2. Possibly a fax transmission, about 16.56. A lot of stations there. Now we are at 15 megahertz. And the most famous signal at 15 megahertz, of course, is WWVH.
Capital 9 hours 17 minutes Coordinated Universal Time.
Now we're in the 19 metre broadcast band, or very close. Which I expect will be very active. Just above 15.1.
这些在南京一所大学读大三的小熊。So the longevity is an attraction as well. So I think when it comes to these kind of rankings or these kind of lists, you would have a lot of different indicators, and often those that are quite.
浪漫，他们到冬天都穿着裘皮大衣，光着，露着。
E iniziate starono vicino a sé.
Капитане китайцев.
Я тоже кое-что знаю о них.
这事儿也发布了，就这事儿哈也发布了情况说明书。这是很明显。
突然的这种对刺激，还是。
铁路部门也再一次提醒，铁路车站、厂区接触网都是。
暖气的烘热也是。
好啦，片翻翻嚟，繼續是讀聽書。
Now we're above 15.6. Where
В Китае ее едят разными соусами.
I think this is a fair way out of the official broadcast band, but yeah, that was up 15.8.
那位大法弟子曾向我提过这位提示的这条件相对天气呀，比较冷，我因为克服。
些不被抓。
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, the 15 or the 19 metre broadcast band used to be just, you know, 15.1 to maybe 15.4, 15.5, but now it seems to extend all the way up to 16 megahertz. Now, so that's 15 megahertz, very active, as you just heard.
At the time, 9 hours, 21 minutes, Coordinated Universal Time.
A lot of CW here. This is 20 metres, 14 meg amateur band, and right now it'll be wide open to Europe. The sun setting, should be some good grey line propagation. A lot of CW signals from all over the world that will go up to SSB. There's the beacons.
Donc il va falloir quand même que j'aille préparer quelques bouteilles.
Yeah, Phil, the frequency is still in use. Golf Mike Yankee X-ray India, this is VK4 ABH. The time temperature is about minus 1. You have about 20 centimeters. That's Alex. You forgive me for 72 schedule. Indonesia, Yankee Echo 9, Bravo, Japan, Mexico.
Okay, Yankee Echo 9, Bravo, Japan, Mexico, Golf Mike 4, Yankee X-ray India. Good morning. Lots of stations calling now, but you're 5 and 9. Great signal. 59 into the northeast of Scotland. My name is Keith, QSL.
Okay, Keith, very good. And you're coming through here about a 5 and 8, 58 into Bali Island here in Indonesia. And my name is Mike, Mexico, India, Kilowatt Echo.
It's usually really good, and you know, it's it took me a little while to get used to, you know, like coping with a big pile up. You know, it's something you.
Yeah, okay, I've gone back on the other one now. But so that's what I'll do, is I'll put my hex people, and then at least I can still get on HF.
Thank you.
Weather stations, have a good rest of your weekend.
X-ray India.
Today, but it's.
So that was 20 metre amateur band, now going above the amateur band, and
行的过程还是很好。
And even below 15 megahertz, there's broadcast stations. Now we're back to WWV. Now we're starting at 13 megahertz. About 13.29. I think that's Shanghai. We've got another broadcast band, 13.5 and a bit above there.
不同国省干线总体运行基本正常，车辆通行有序。1565和1728公里。
您爱国情。生活中，
高速的长永段747公里。
中华养生。
Sure what that is. So that was 13 to 14. This is 12 megahertz. Might be a few broadcast stations around here.
北京时间17点30分。
On activity available via web and social media link www.rocket.lab.uniform.sierra.alpha.com. Social media twitter.com/rocket lab.
further information, refer Annual New Zealand Notice to Mariners, number 1.
Marine station.
Warning head. Nav area 14 warning, 191, oblique 23.
Sounds like there's a station near it.
Adelaide 121.5 meters, tending southeasterly, around 1 meter later in the evening. Weather, partly cloudy. Forecast for Sunday. Wind. This weekend and persist into early next week. A southeasterly change will move northward over the southeastern waters, south of Double Island Point Monday afternoon and evening, then over remaining waters during Tuesday.
Now this is around 12.4. XST. An example where Morse is still used in commercial applications. Some broadcast stations here. Here is 11 megahertz. A few broadcast stations.
Cloud, scattered 3,400 feet, temperature 5, dew point -1, QMH1019er. See now, at 0850, wind 220 degrees, 17 knots, visibility 10 kilometers or more, cloud, few 2,800 feet, scattered 8,000 feet, broken 19,000 feet.
Now we are approaching a broadcast band. just below 11.5, so that's a 25 metre broadcast band.
江苏省消防委监督部车厘子价格跳水外，消费者。
强制性的收取包装费用，比如上涨，春节即将来临，大米整箱的牛奶或者相对稳定，完。没有办法使用普通塑料袋去包装的，但是呢，他们还是会强制收取部分的包装费用。那么，也有消费者反映，就是部分开始就已经对南品的一个。
Now we're at 12 megahertz. Now we're at 10 megahertz. And again, WWV. WWVH will be here as well. Now we're at 10.1, so that's the start of a 30 metre amateur band. Very strong FT8. Some CW there. Got a narrow band. Quite a lot of SSB. A lot of SSB, I think it's Southeast Asia. Now we're at 9 megahertz, quite an active part of the band for marine and stuff. More Morse. We also have broadcasting.
Times this can reach right back to an abusive childhood. Issues and unhealed wounds from childhood can impact us our whole life long if they're left unresolved. If that appears to be what's driving the anger, speaking to a qualified therapist really help. There's no shame or sin in getting help.
9.33.
It's true. When we're sick, we either go to a doctor.
Every
pit, it's a great thing to take on the responsibility of having a pit and looking after that pit. But at the same time, they do need to socialise with other dogs or cats or whatever it may be. I think it's
more English language down here.
调补。Only this time.
寻到其他的渠道嘛？从来事故。
우리가 역
专业售卖。
9.6 there.
И возложил на голову его медный шлем и опоясался Давид мечом.
总金额41460个。
都要
外方沟通后，起初得到的回复是。
海底是只有多少？
To help that state right now, that would be amazing. But listen to me. The fact is, you can send money there, you can send food there, you can send bottled water there, and I believe we should all do that. But many people
9.97
exchange a love-based relationship, a first love relationship.
And here we are back at WWV on 10 megahertz. Now we're at 8 megahertz, which I think will also be a very active slot, 8 to 9 megahertz. Not with broadcasters, but marine aircraft maybe.
Reaching up to 30 knots north of to Wanneroo in the evening. Seas around 1 meter, increasing to 1.5 to 2 meters by early evening. Swell. 1.5 meters, increasing to 1 to 2 meters during the afternoon. Weather
very strong
partly
signal.
cloudy. Forecast for Tuesday. Winds southeasterly.
Three there.
Becoming forward to Aspen. More Canyon to Hatteras Canyon out to 36 north, 70 west, to 34 north, 71 west. Gale warning today. West to northwest winds 20 to 30 knots, increasing to 30 to 40 knots.
That's about
9 to 16 feet.
7.7.
Rain or snow showers. Tonight. Northwest winds 30 to 40 knots. 10 to 18 feet.
Possibly the United States.
Rain and snow showers. Sunday. Northwest winds. Light rain, mist, clouds, scattered 100 feet.
That's 9 megahertz. 7 megahertz. 7 to 8 megahertz. This will be quite interesting. At the start of the 40 metre amateur band. It's dusk, so around now, probably North America will be open. VK3TBR there. Quite a few signals there. Try lower sideband.
David, I can't believe how long I've been tin-wagging with the finger on the button and not had a problem whatsoever. I'm going to kiss my bum in the floor in a minute, over. Oh, geez, yeah, no, I'm happy for you, mate, too, because there's nothing worse than having a problem and you don't know what it is, so you can't fix it. It does your head in. I know exactly where you're coming. Wash the cow out from the river or something, or when I haven't had a shower. You know, couldn't be any cleaner. I didn't touch my face with my hand. Yeah, I guess you'll have to get out, Russ, and run to the brown store, as you call it. Let's see, what else? I told Hilton I made a recording of you yesterday. Good evening to you, Yuri.
VK3 Sierra Mike Whiskey.
Yeah, VK3 Sierra Whiskey Mark, VK3, yeah, good.
But we bless them, we still love them, don't we? Unfortunately, my wife currently is in hospital.
Now we're into the top end of the 40 metre amateur band, also broadcasters. .41 metre broadcaster band. Now we're on 6 MHz and there'll be some broadcast stations around here.
To 1.5 meters
offshore. Weather, sunny. Forecast for Monday. Winds north to northwesterly, 10 to 15 knots.
.90306. Surface wind 040 degrees, 5 knots, visibility 10.
Now we're at 5 megahertz, again WWV. There'll be some broadcast stations up here, possibly. 5.1, I think it's some weather facts, it's a very strong signal. Now we're at 60 metre broadcast band. It's about 5.9. It's around 4 megahertz. The lower bit is marine type activity. As we go up, there'll be some broadcasters. And here, at 4835 is Shortwave Australia. Close to mine. Now we're down at 3 megahertz. Don't think there'll be much up here. But we're now at 3.5, where we've got the 80 metre amateur band. Now there's the VK2 beacon at 3.699. $80 meters there. There's some activity. Not very strong. Probably a little bit early. Up here, 3.8, 75 metre broadcast band. Hearing a few stations, but not the greatest. That's 4 megahertz.
Do you want to get the most from your portable QRP operating? Good Antennas is a great place to start. Find out how I succeed with my 2 books, Hand-Carried QRP Antennas and More Hand-Carried QRP Antennas. They're big sellers with favourable reviews from all around the world. To learn more, visit VK3YE.com or search the titles on Amazon.